Now, from News Channel 8, this is Good Morning Washington.
Chef Paula Scheuer, better known as the Kosher Baker, has authored 4 cookbooks and taught aspiring cooks around the globe with her signature recipes.
Well, her new release, The Healthy Jewish Kitchen, is available right now, and she is here to join us and talk about a spirited helping of Hanukkah fare and a healthy helping of Hanukkah fare.
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you've taken pretty much some of the traditional Hanukkah meals and treats that are typically fried,
right,
and made them a little bit more waste friendly.
Well, I think that people find like traditional food, traditional holiday food is basically like comfort food for everyone, and everybody needs extra comforting, but we don't want to give up on our favorite recipes. So I try to find a way to take the unhealthy comfort food and lighten it up so that we can eat it. And I created a whole book that has healthy recipes so that we have, room for donuts at the end.
Perfect. All right, let me switch spots with you because you're going to show us how to make today one of the most traditional Hanukkah meals.
So potato latkes is the iconic Hanukkah food, and we typically fry this in oil to commemorate the miracle of the oil that lasted for 8 days. But I try to healthy it up. So what I do is I take a sheet pan and I pour oil on it.
Okay.
And then I heat up my oven to about 450, and I put the pan with the oil into the oven so that it gets really hot.
Okay.
And you can do this for eggplant. You can do this for chicken. A lot of other ways to get a crispy kind of bottom and top to your food. So basically, what I do is I take my food processor or a hand grater and I shred up the potatoes, and this is green onions and onions, and I put that together.
If you want to be really lazy on this, can you use the frozen shredded potatoes?
Yeah, and it's really funny because I just found out that was a thing. Yes, because I'm like a total from scratch girl. So for me, it's like, why would I I don't even go to that frozen section except to buy my twins ice cream. So I don't buy stuff there. All right, so there we go, and then we're going to add some eggs.
How many eggs are you adding?
3 eggs, large eggs, and this is salt and pepper.
Okay.
And I always add baking powder to my latkes. It makes them a little fluffier. And then this is potato starch. You could use cornstarch, you could use flour, but this is gluten-free.
Right?
Yeah, and it holds it together. And if it takes you a while to get all your latkes baked in the oven, you can always drain them again. So you're going to mix this up, and when you heat up the pan, it'll come out of the oven. You have to be really careful. Use oven mitts and walk very slowly. You only make the mistake.
Did you put vegetable oil on this?
I use canola, but you could use vegetable oil as well. And so when it's nice and hot, you literally take your hand, put clumps, and it'll sizzle.
Okay.
And you bake in the oven for 12 minutes, turn them over, and bake them again. And you end up with this. They look exactly like they were fried, but they are baked in the oven. And when they're fresh, they taste super, super crunchy.
Give it a taste.
Yeah. So let me show you what I did. So I decided to do something new because everybody always puts sour cream or applesauce. And I have an applesauce recipe that's like pickled applesauce in here, which is great. But here I did guacamole, radishes, and some sprouts, goat cheese, figs, pomegranates, and honey. This I kind of made a Thanksgiving latke, which I know Thanksgiving was years ago, but it was my favorite holiday. Yes, it was when Thanksgiving and Hanukkah came together. So I have sweet potato puree and cranberry sauce. This one is smoked salmon and labna, which is a Middle Eastern yogurt. So you can do, whatever you want with them, and you can almost turn it into like avocado toast. So you can use this as a base, make it almost into a sandwich.
I will say, this is crispier than some of the ones I've had that have been fried. So, very good.
No, it's a really great method, and you only use a small amount of oil, so it's great. And I just tried to take like the foods that we love, like coleslaw, which I make with the mango puree in the book, and potato salad has peanut butter in it instead of like gobs of mayonnaise as well. So grandma's recipes.
You have your dry rub salmon here as well.
So this was a mistake that turned into my favorite recipe in the book. I was trying to make a pastrami cured salmon, so I grinded up a whole bunch of spices, packed it on the salmon, and it didn't look so pastrami-ish, but I stuck it in the oven anyway, and only when it came out I realized I didn't put any oil in the pan.
Right, and you have a nice crust.
Yeah, it's a really nice crust. It's super easy, and these are my chopped string beans, because string beans just take up too much space on the plate. So by chopping them into 3/4-inch pieces, you just saute them with garlic and then add pine nuts and basil. Kind of tastes like pesto.
Awesome.
But it's really fun. And this is my modern borscht, and it's a beet and parsnip puree that's really yummy that you guys can come and take a taste of if you like.
All right,
wonder
let me
what that
taste
was.
that.
Yeah.
Talk about this, the donut holes kit. This is brand new.
This is brand new. This just came out this holiday, and it's being sold on chosengifts.com. And it was a fun project that somebody came to me and said, would you develop a recipe for make your own donuts? So we're coming out with a whole line of Jewish desserts. I made these yesterday. They're really tasty. And in the box, you get tools, you get ways to decorate it. You just don't get your wet ingredients. And it was really a lot of fun to do. And my kids can decorate them all different ways.
I see here you have cinnamon sugar, clear glaze, colored sugar, chocolate glaze, and powdered for these donut holes. holes.
Right, so you can make them any way you like, and it's fun. And I feel like if you're making donut holes, then you don't feel as bad about eating them because they're small, you know.
Unless you eat 8.
Right. The box does make about 40, but I don't recommend eating 40 unless you're a runner like me. But even then, I'm still not eating 40 donuts.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chef.
Amazing. These are really good.
Well,
really,
thank you.
really good.
I'm hoping to get as many people as possible to know about these recipes, let people eat lighter food, and so they can still enjoy these foods on their holidays.
And we do have, some of the, we all have the recipes that you see right here on our website for you to log on and give it a try.
And where can people find your book?
So the book can be found on BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon and all different bookstores. So order it now. It's a great Hanukkah gift.
It is.
Awesome.
All right. Happy Hanukkah to you.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Thanks for having me here.